Good morning on the YouTube. Asia Wheeler, Rhonda Bush, Tina Lofton Mosley, Angela Williams. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Destiny's Angel. I don't know who you are, you little young lady. Trying to be real respectful to you. But you have no business on my identity. Neither does Pastor Andre Lanier or Asia Wheeler, Rhonda Bush. See, because Joel Crawford is on my phone with the Growth Gathering organization from the cafeastrology.com. They all have hacked into my identity since 2015. You have been logged in on my phone with your witchcraft associated with sex. You trying to do hoodoo and voodoo and love spells. Asia Rael Wheeler, Shaquilla Quinn, Rhonda Bush. You trying to use my Akashic records like your Jacqueline Stribling, Rhonda Yvette Bush, of the Stribling and Thurman group on the online group with Facebook, which is Meta. You have been on my identity with the stocks and bonds to make you money through the orbit.com, through the satellite dishes that you have hooked up on the endpoint security, Ronell Edward Mosley, when you hacked into my identity through the California utilities. You're going to go to the penitentiary with 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to end up in jail, you and Latoya Smith and Rhonda Yvette Bush, Stephen Charles and company. Because see, everybody thinks they damn slick, but I want you to know, Rhonda Bush, with your GoDaddy website making and your coding that you're doing on Jacqueline Stribling's identity, along with Asia Ray L. Wheeler. Affirmation, confirmation, and validation, Asia Ray L. Wheeler, that you have interjected, intertwined yourself, and entangled yourself into Jacqueline Stribling's identity, along with Stephen Charles and Rhonda Bush, because you all are all secret lovers, sneaking around, creeping around, on around, busting down, doing crimes against Jacqueline Stribling on Jacqueline Stribling's identity through the Cash App with Asia Wheeler. You have the financial payment services and systems that are sitting on the back of my phone, generating monies and revenues through the stock market. Andre Lanier, Artist Garrett, that's your maiden name, but you're my cousin with Regina Marie Bush. And Marie is not even her name. She gave herself that name, trying to be like my mother, Virginia. And Virginia Thurman Thompson is also sitting in St. Louis on my phone with Linda Reeves and Linda Jackson, Linda Wilson Jackson. Those are my cousins that want to be Jacqueline Stribling. And Linda Reeves belongs to Joanne Thurman Reeves and Michael Reeves. That's her mother and father. She's my second cousin with Ronell Mosley's ass, who wants to steal Jacqueline Stribling's identity and do falsified reports and documentation along with Rhonda Bush and Stephen Charles while they sneaking around, creeping around, hoeing around, and busting down. Just like Lisa Bush was busting down with Stephen Charles. Rhonda Bush was also busting down with Stephen Charles. And Asia Wheeler was busting down with Stephen Charles. See, Stephen Charles is a dog. He goes behind your back and he thinks he's so goddamn slick. Oh, he's distracting you. He's not doing anything. I'm building up my evidence, Rhonda Bush. Because you're going to the penitentiary, bitch, for stolen identity of Jacqueline Stribling. You and Kevin Armstrong. Kevin Armstrong has been on my identity well over 10 years. Him and Janice Hobbs and Latrice Hobbs Williams. You've been playing on my identity forever because I went on with my life. You wanted to be in the drug arena. I moved on with my life. There's no future in drug use. It's no future for none of you. I don't care what you taking, smoking, popping, pills, heroin, cocaine, or anything else that you're doing, it's not worth it. It's nothing but a deterrent to kill your ass off. And I watch my friends who got off on drugs and they totally changed to a monster. I'm looking at Kenneth Hanks. Kenneth Hanks was a monster. They called himself coming to do destruction on Jacqueline Stribling's identity. All you did was deconstruct yourself and sabotaged your own life and messed up your own life. And then you got these little raggedy shoe ran down road, rotten vagina carrying around women that's latent with diseases. And then they want to lie on another woman's identity and reputation. You are the weakest link, Rhonda Yvette Bush, Latoya Denise Smith, Tina Lofton Mosley, Linda Reeves, Asia Rael Wheeler. You are the weakest link. You no good, jealous, lying ass bitches. And I don't want to hear about Facebook telling me about, oh, we removed your contents. Keep removing my contents, Meta. Mark Zuckerberg, Rhonda Bush, Asia Wheeler. Keep playing on the back of my identity, infringing upon my civil rights and my civil liberties. I'm going to have your ass in the penitentiary. And I promise you that. I don't care how much you think you playing on the background on my telephone, Rhonda Bush. Your yellow ass is going to go to the penitentiary, you and Asia Wheeler, on my equipment, on my devices, on my identity, because it's not your fucking identity, Latoya Denise Smith. You rotten fat bitch. Leora Scott, that goes for your rotten ass too, 1973. November 23rd, 1973, you a damn Sagittarius. Sitting on the back of my jokey huff, thinking you a slick fat bitch, living at 6400 South on Low at the damn high-rise apartments. You ain't fooling nobody. You in Chicago, Illinois. I call you on the phone, you won't even answer because you a coward ass bitch. All you coward ass hoes, people call your numbers. You change your phone number so nobody can't keep up with you because you a crooked bitch. All of you crooked, low life, low down, rotten, backstabbing people. And Ronell Mosley, you thought you did something, Aquarius, man. You ain't did nothing. You ain't standing on nothing. See, Tina might be enthused with your ass since childhood, her and Linda Reed, but I didn't find nothing so fabulous about your raggedy ass. Because I found out you wasn't nothing but a liar and a backstabbing ass thief. Just like Latoya Smith, little fat, dirty ass. Psychotic ass, drug using, cocaine smoking, glass dick sucking on bitch want to do dirt on another woman's identity. And then they be lying, conning, and plotting and scheming. All you raggedy ass motherfuckers think you doing something. You're not doing anything. A cancer. I think about Stefan Fletcher. You're a cancer man. Somebody try to help you in your time of need, and you turn around and backstab their ass. Cause you's a weasel. You a damn weasel. I think about you and Walanda. Y'all snuck around and crept around till y'all got y'all a damn baby. And you never helped that girl do nothing with that baby. She was just stuck taking care of it by herself. I'm so glad I never got stuck with your sorry asses. But see, I was smarter than that. I didn't have no children till I was 25 years old. So yes, Asia Wheeler, you think you smarter than your mother. No, love, you not. Neither is your father, Jimmy Earl Wheeler Sr., with Norman Equipment Company, computer analyst. And with your information technology ass, you think you a slick bitch. But I'm that bitch that come and override all that shit. Because Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Chrome and Instagram and all of the rest of them, we are going to have a trail audit. Rhonda Bush, Tina Lofton Mosley on the wow. We gonna have a goddamn trail audit. Now let's play the game, Tina Lofton Mosley, in the Information Technology Department of the hospital at the University of Illinois at Chicago. Let's play the games, my love. Because I know that there's a head over that information technology department in that hospital. Because they are the ones that keep up the functionalities of the maintenance of the computer systems. Now let's play the game, Rhonda Yvette Bush, and see what your GoDaddy is going to help you do with your web making, because you're going to go to jail, Rhonda Bush, on Jacqueline Stribling's records and Jacqueline Stribling's identity, because you're hooked up to Jacqueline Stribling's Samsung 3 Galaxy phone, and you're trying to do the orbits on the satellite dishes with the subsystems on the ethereal nets above, up over on the halo effect with the black magic, the hoodoo, the witchcraft, and the voodoo. Asia Rael Wheeler, let me explain something to you that you may not know about your mother. I'm very versed in a lot of subjects, Asia Rael Wheeler. I need you to understand that while you in the graveyard digging up graveyard dirt, disturbing the dead, because that's a sin also to disturb the dead people that live in the cemetery and their resting place. That's their final resting place, and you're disturbing their resting place. You're disrespecting the dead, and the dead don't like that. You want to play in the underworld, you should know what you're doing before you start playing in the underworld in a field that you are not equipped for. Talking about a spiritual warfare. That's the war of Armageddon. You all don't know about the war of Armageddon, but the war of Armageddon is a spiritual warfare, Mr. Andre Lanier. Pastor Stephen J. Caldwell. See, I can think of a lot of ministers that's sitting on the back of the phone with Mr. Reginald Barnes and Regina Barnes, the evangelist, and the model, because that's who that is. That's Regina Barnes. I'm not a model, but I could have been a model, but I never aspired to be a model. Yes, I'm a big, beautiful woman. A BBW. I've always been a BBW. I came out of grammar school as a BBW. I've never been a little thin, skinny woman. Oh, she's fat. No, I'm well put together and proportioned just right. See, and that's what's wrong with my family members, because see, they don't have the physical physique that Jacqueline Stribling has, so they're jealous and envious of my breasts. They're jealous and envious of my hips and my thighs. But see, I know who I am. I'm a beautiful black woman, Rhonda Bush, and I let no man try to tear me down, because he didn't build me up. And see, you think I have low self esteem, but I think highly of myself, because I'm God's child and I walk with the one upright. And I follow his ways. And if you don't like me, that means that you're walking with the devil. And my light that I have, and it shines, and it just disintegrates your soul, because you are a child of the devil, and you serve his evil purposes. But I don't have an evil purpose, because he doesn't give me the desires of my heart. My Father, Jesus Christ, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, is who sustains me in my time of challenges and in needs. Andre Lanier. See, because I'm a real God believer. You want to play church. I'm a real believer in God, because God has brought me through a whole lot of things, many trials and many tribulations. Rhonda Yvette Bush, Stephen Charles. See, because I'm a survivor, baby. I'm going to always be a survivor, with a man or without a man. See? Because, first of all, I'm the prize, my love. See? You want to do dirt, hurt, and smut, and I think highly of myself. And no, I won't allow a man to gang stalk me. I won't allow a man to try to sell off my extremities. He needs to sell his own extremities. Because he ain't going to get nothing off of waiting to get something from me, Stephen Charles. You and Rhonda Bush and all the rest of you illegal, corrupted people doing dirt, hurt, and frustration. Jimmy Wheeler Sr., you've been on my identity since 1996, right along with Kevin Armstrong's bitter ass, because he's very bitter. And he's the one who destroyed the relationship because he was on the down low. Even back then, when I was married to him over 30 years ago, he was on the down low, sneaking around, creeping around, hoeing around, and busting down. And Facebook doesn't want to hear my side of the story, but I'm going to tell the truth because the truth will set you free. And all these men out here that are upset because I'm a single black female and very attractive and very beautiful, you want to try to post out on my name. You want to try to do beauty spells on me and glamour spells. No, my love, that doesn't work. Leave that dark divination and that Satanism in hell where it belongs, Asia Wheeler. Cause you're digging you a hole for hell. You and Rhonda Bush and Lisa Bush, everybody using that Ouija board, and you using those tarot cards, and you talking about, oh, she's a tarot card reader. I don't use tarot cards to read the future. I don't need them. I run off of your energy and your characteristics and your lack of integrity, because you don't have any integrity. Because if you had integrity, you wouldn't be hacked into some other woman's identity to do outlandish, malicious dirt towards them, which are nothing but a bunch of lies. Adrian Russell, Latoya Smith, Rhonda Bush, and all the other unknowns that don't know me and I don't know them. You talking about me like you know me, but you don't know me because I don't know you. You are someone who is in a band of uh mockery, because that's what this is, a band of mockery with Rhonda Bush. Because Rhonda Bush is so intimidated by Jacqueline Stribling because she wants to be who Jacqueline Stribling is. However, Rhonda Bush has not invested any time with the Investorpedia. See, y'all think you slick with Wikipedia. You want to do all of these different projects of innovation, which is nothing but a bunch of malarkery or bull. BS, nothing but by a bunch of BSers, because that's what you are. Bunch of low-life people telling lies on someone else, spreading around deadly diseases. And they need to put you in jail for spreading around diseases, deadly diseases, because you are a murderer, unintentional murderer. You intentionally going around infecting people with a deadly, uncurable disease that you know that you have, and you are concealing it to be a nuisance in someone else's life. But I need you to understand that AIDS it's a very slow killer. Doesn't kill you fast. It sits in your cells for 8 to 12 years, and then it becomes dominant over your body once it weakens your immune system and attaches on to all of your other working and operating organisms. Tina Lofton Mosley, you ain't playing with no dummy. Rhonda Bush. Girl, you ain't hardly got out of high school and you think you smart on that damn computer. You and your Google looking up ass. Because you think you real slick. And all of you all with the acronyms that think you this is a AKA for this and this is a AKA for that. Tina Lofton Mosley, you're gonna wind up in the jailhouse with that Canduceus because you think you're very clever and smart, you and Latoya Smith and all of the rest of the nurses group with the sloth programming. The sloth programming is used by the nurses field. Tina Lofton Mosley, you don't know about me, but you're going to find out about me, baby. I've been to school just as long as you have, if not longer, because I'm older than you and I have a other means of concentrations that you may not have. So therefore, while you playing on the background of my identity, Tina Lofton Mosley, you better be very careful, you and Tyandra Williams Hanks, while you hacking into my identity, and you're from Northwestern Hospital. Tyandra Williams. You're from Northwestern Hospital. You work there. You all think you can't be touched. HIPAA can touch you all over your body. You have documentations, certifications, and license to have the positions that you are currently working in, Tina Lofton Mosley. Physician's assistant. That means you're standing next to the doctor. You can write out prescriptions and all of that. You're going to lose your career, Tina Lofton Mosley. Michelle Martin, Brittany Martin, all of the young ladies, June Lee, are in. Tasha Poe are in. You all are sitting on the back end of my identity illegally, interrupting my life, interfering in Jacqueline Stribling's life. You're lying about your Jacqueline Stribling. You're counterfeits on TikTok. You're counterfeits on Facebook. You're a bunch of pedophiles because the young women are being attacked and sexually trafficked. Isn't that right, Charles McGee Jr. and Stephen Charles? You playing in my arena now, motherfucker. Be careful what you doing. You got people on here molesting little girls and they don't want you to reveal it. Then they want to call DCFS because they think DCFS is going to save them. DCFS is not going to save you because I'm not afraid of DCFS because I have not did anything to be afraid of DCFS for. Shaquilla Quinn. You're the lying whore that's hacked in on Jacqueline Stribling's identity. You and Jemiah Cowan and Angela Cowan and Angela Caver. Yeah, you want to play with me? I don't think so, Shaquilla. I've been very good to you and your children because you have my grandchildren and you don't want me to see them because you being a lousy little bitch, you and your mother, against me and my son. But I'm to the point with the evidence that I have, I can take you to court and I can get my grandchildren because you're an unfit mother, Shaquilla Quinn. You're an unfit mother. You're a neglectful mother. And I know you are because I've been around you and all you do is sit around on your ass all day. You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't do nothing but lay around and smoke reefer all day and pop your damn pills that you popping. Because if you think you fooling me, you and Jimmy Wheeler, you're not. I know what the hell I'm looking at. A medically trained professional. I know what I'm looking at. I've been a teacher all my damn life. I know what I'm looking at. I know when you wash your children's face and when you don't wash their face. It's called a damn health check. You better know what you're doing. And you talking about you a teacher. You're not qualified to be in my arena. Because you're a lowlife. I don't take on anyone else's identity. I have my own identity. And I'm precise with it. And I don't need anyone else sitting on it. Asia Ray L. Wheeler or Rhonda Bush or Latoya Smith or Angela Williams' little pop-ad raggedy cancer ass. Because Angela Williams, you're going to the penitentiary under Jacqueline Stribling's identity. You and Jimmy Galloway Jr. You so envious and jealous, you're going to have a reason to be envious and jealous because I'm going to put you in jail. You and Linda Reeves and Ronell Mosley and Tina and Latoya. I had nothing to do with that malarkey of bull. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. However, I was pulled into your malarkey of bull, and I don't like it. Because you purposely sent that yellow bastard to come do dirt towards me. And he intentionally got with Latoya to try to hurt me, but it didn't hurt me. Because he was a bum-ass man. Oh, I work at Ford. I'm not impressed. My sister and brother worked at that slave driving ass motherfucking manufacturing company. That's a slave driving company. I'll never work for another manufacturing company. They get filthy rich and you get kibbles and bits. No. Ain't nobody gonna use my damn cerebral brain, Rhonda Bush, Asia Wheeler, Latoya Smith, while you collect the fucking revenue and I'm sitting on the background ain't getting nothing, but you sitting on my damn life, my name, my equipment, and every fucking thing that I own. Cause you an illegal ass add-on onto the back of my life, Andre Gray, with Facebook. You think you getting away, Andre Gray? Latanya Jordan, you're not getting away neither, nor is Elam Trailer Jordan, nor Rashim Jordan on my direct TV with Jimmy Wheeler and Asia Wheeler. This been going back for years. Unbeknownst to me with your disrespectful little lousy asses. So disrespectful. That's not how you have admiration for anybody. Hacking in and telling lies on that person, spreading all them lies and hate on someone else's identity. And you've been doing it for years because your life is in a disarray. Because your life is you don't have any response because you're despondent in your life, Stephen Charles, and you trying to do dirt with these. I want to be a pimp. You're not even qualified to be a pimp. You a little boy still around here in the arena. I remember when I watched your whole facade just changed to something who you weren't. You became somebody else, totally devil possessed. And now I know why. Because you was fucking around behind my back with Rhonda Bush and Lisa Bush and Asia Wheeler, the hateful whores, the three witches, bitches. And then you got other little stripping pole whores, them three little whores that you was streaming through my telephone that time, or through the Google account, because you was hacked in to the Nugent Chameleon. And you've been on that Nugent Chameleon since 2001. You've been on that phone with Rhonda Bush because Rhonda Bush stole all of Jacqueline Stribling's personal papers, information pertaining to her children's insurance and Jacqueline Stribling's life. So Rhonda Bush moved up into her grandmother's house, Virginia Stribling, and stole her auntie's identity, Jacqueline Stribling, because she was sneaking around with Jacqueline Stribling's friends behind her back without Jacqueline Stribling's knowledge while she's at work. They're slipping around and tipping around and hoeing around. Isn't that right, Rhonda Bush and Stephen Charles and Asia Wheeler and Lisa Bush? Because all of y'all are low lives. And all you pedophiles out there that like to mess with the young girls and the children, you need to go get you a life, old bastards. Get you something else to do besides infringe yourself upon some other child's life to destroy that child physically and emotionally and psychologically. Because that's what you're doing. You have the Lionsgate sitting on my telephone. The Leo. The Leo is not a Leo uh, um, astrology sign. The Leo is the low Earth orbits that's on the satellite dish that Kenteris Williams interrupted and relocated and realigned my satellite dish on my direct TV, on my Xfinity boxes, so that he could steal data for his Xbox One. Kenteris Williams and Shakayla Marie Dunn and Deja Williams, along with Renee Williams Wilson and Stephen Wilson. Those are my bum ass neighbors from 8547 South on May. And prior to that, at 7520 South on Coles on the lakefront, Rhonda Bush had a tablet that her and Stephen Charles was sharing. He bought her a tablet and he had a tablet because they were sneaking around, creeping around, whoring around, and busting down behind Jacqueline Stribling's back while Rhonda Bush was running to my house. Those boys on 71st Street by Starbucks busted her in her damn face and took the damn tablet. And that's how they got on my identity, because Rhonda Bush was illegally attached to my identity. Her and Stephen Charles using my identity through Bank of America, Chase Bank, Citibank, U.S. Bank, PNC Bank. See, they got a lot of different accounts in my name. They got a Wells Fargo bank account in my name. They got a NetSpend card that they have duplicated on my credit card so that they can lie and say that they're Jacqueline Stribling on the back end of my identity. Asia Ray L. Wheeler, Rhonda Bush, Latoya Smith, Tina Lofton Mosley, Angela Williams, Angela Davis in Minneapolis, Minnesota, from the Department of Motor Vehicles, Shia Wilson, Sharon Wilson, Leora Scott. You think I don't know who you are? Those are the people that I know that are illegally sitting on my identity. Chris Jean Clark, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. You and Robin Jones are best friends. So, of course, you would be involved in the malarkey of bull. See? Because you friends with the Jones girls, Felicia Jones and Robin Jones, the Sagittarius and the Leo, and you're a Capricorn. So be careful what you're doing, my loves, because Jacqueline Stribling is never asleep and never is she dumb. Understand that. I came out of med school on the A honor roll. Mrs. Taft, while you try to bring down my grade point average, you and Miss Denson with your slick ass and your little friend, Mr. whatever his name was, the Tutti Frutti, Fresh and Fruity. Yeah, this been going on for many a years. On the secretly in on the background of my telephone. But there will be a thorough investigation, a thorough prosecution, a discovery, and an indictment. You want to play with the lawyers? Peter Craig, Peter Cruz, Sharita Lewis. These are all Chicago police patrolmen and female officers. Sharita Lewis, she's sitting on my identity of Jacqueline Stribling's. You have Leslie Jones. She's sitting on my identity. She's a part of the James Madison Elementary School group with William Volkman as the physical education teacher with the Chicago Public Schools dot organization that Angela Lynn Williams comes out of, and Jimmy Galloway Jr., along with the rest of the congregations and organizations from Wikipedia, Media, Facebook, Twitter, Chrome, Google, Asia Wheeler, Rhonda Bush, April Longmire, Tyona Evers. We have Richard Martin Hanks, Jonathan Hanks. Those are brothers of Kenneth Hanks. They are also sitting on my phone, doing dirt, hurt, smut, and frustration, along with Adrian Russell, who's Lady Red, with Reginald Barnes, who is Red, Mr. Shoebox, playing on the back of my phone with WKKC, which is Kennedy King College, on the public broadcasting stations. And that's channel 11 with the television. AM and FM radio. National Public Radio, Asia Wheeler. You have the XM Cyrus radio that you have hooked up for the playing of music in your car. You and Jimmy Wheeler and Shaquilla Quinn. Because, see, Jacqueline Stribling does not own a vehicle. I don't own a car. So all you lying, conniving, scheming, plotting son of a guns round here putting cars in Jacqueline Stribling's name, Reginald Barnes, you're committing a fraud, honey, and you're going to go to the penitentiary, my love. You using someone else's name and identification and identity, you're going to go to jail, sir. You and whoever that woman is that you're using my identity with. That goes for you too, Gregory. Gregory Jones, Gregory Hamilton, Gregory Hampton. All of you all that are illegally sitting on Jacqueline Stribling's identity can move around. Because I haven't did anything to anybody but be who I am. And I can't help it because I'm a dynamite, beautiful, delicious woman, and you're jealous. But see, God made me like this. I'm God's child. So you should be mad at God and not be mad at me. Because, see, I didn't make myself, God made me. He formed me in my mother's womb. When my mother and father got together with the DNA and the RNA, Rhonda Bush, and that's your grandmother and your grandfather, and you should be more respectful of your elders. Because I'm one of your elders too. I'm your auntie. And you need to learn some respect while you running around, slipping around, tipping around, and sliding down on something that don't belong to you, Rhonda Bush. Because you going to play with me and I'm going to hurt you, Rhonda Bush. They go for you too, Asia Wheeler and Shaquilla Quinn, Tania Sterling. Because you think you another slick one with Donna Sterling. Donna Sterling was a nurse too. And Donna Sterling works on the Chrome Web View on the sex channels. And I guess that's where Jimmy Wheeler Jr. got it from, that he's going to advertise and he's going to make money secretly behind the closed doors, him and his father, his sister and his ass. Because all y'all are going to jail. My whole family, friends, and family group, you're going to the penitentiary. You stole my identity. You've made illegal money and operations off of Jacqueline Stribling. You've destroyed all of my personal electronic equipment, Asia Ray L. Wheeler, and your group, your Desperate People's group on Facebook with the Stribling and Thurman group with Rhonda Yvette Bush perpetrating the fraud that she's Jacqueline Stribling. And so is Latanya Jordan and Leora Scott and Latoya Denise Smith. Because Latoya Denise Smith needs a psychological evaluation along with Asia Wheeler and Rhonda Bush. Because I need Mr. Ralph Smart to know with the Smart Waters, with the deep diving, the psychologists and psychiatrists in New York City. I don't need a mental evaluation. There is not anything wrong with my cerebral brain. It works just fine. And I can breathe just fine on the respiratory system. So while you think you doing dirt, hurt, smut, and devastation, trying to be delightful on someone else's identity, Asia Ray L. Wheeler, because I know that's you. Because you're a liar and a thief and a backstabber, just like your father. Because you want to be a lesbian. Come on out the closet, baby. Mama been knowing you was a lesbian. You've been turned out by Stephen Charles and Charles McGee Jr. and Pooh Bear on the west side. Cause you think you real slick from Truman College, Asia Well Wheeler, with that goddamn cosmetology. All that braiding of the hair and weaving of the hair, that's your ass, Asia Wheeler. You ain't fooling nobody, I'm your mother. I had your little deceitful ass. You didn't have me with your band of deception. Understand what I said, little girl? Cause your affirmation, Latoya Smith, has been confirmed that you are the one stealing my identity along with the group that you have done with the Care Wireless telephone and the Samsung Galaxy 3 that you have been sitting upon, you and Ronell Edward Mosley from Ford Motor Company. And then we have Marquise Brown from the Stevens Institute of Technology in New Jersey, whose his main objective is the Tesla electric car with Elon Musk, with the SpaceX, with the illegal operations of the satellite dishes for the recreational vans. I need my family to understand I'm not dumb at all, Rhonda Bush. You didn't even graduate out of high school. I don't even know if you got a GED or not. Because, see, you an illiterate trying to play like you're a highly educated individual, and you're really an illiterate. You're playing in someone else's arena because you're not qualified to really be in that arena. But you're trying to take on someone else's Akashic records, which I fed you some Akashic records that wasn't even mine because I knew what you was up to, Rhonda Bush. You asking me about my dreams and vision book. That's my book. I'm the one telling the psychic ability. You don't have no psychic ability. You don't walk with God the way I do. You don't talk with God the way I do. See, and he ain't brought you through nothing like he brought me through. See, because I got a testimony. And this right here is a hellified testimony. When your family and your friends go behind your back to betray you, to do some dirt and hurt and smut on your identity, to tell malicious, vindictive lies upon your reputation and your character because they some jealous, envious people. But I proudly hold my head up high because I know I haven't did anything to anyone. And all of the lies that you have told will be uncovered. Go to St. Luke chapter 8. I don't have to worry about you. See, I'm a real Bible reader. I don't have to worry about what you're talking about. You want to go to Revelations? Go to Revelations. It speaks about the end of the days, which we are living upon and living in now, where mothers and daughter-in-laws and sons and fathers betray each other. It's right there in God's word, in his Bible. Go read his word. You don't like me because I know God's word. You better find out about his word. He said, love ye one another. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Love ye one another as I have loved you. See, you don't believe in God because you're a demon. You practicing the Illuminati and the Buffet. That's devil worshiping. That's Satanism. Old black magic, evil voodoo. Asia Wheeler, you better make a closer walk with thee and get your house in order so that you can be where you need to be. You need to repent and redeem yourself, Asia Wheeler, Rhonda Bush, Latoya Smith, Linda Reeves, Tina Lofton Mosley, Angela Williams, Shakayla Dunn, and Andasia Williams. All of you little bitches. Yeah, I called you that. And Facebook don't like when I talk. Stop being deceitful people doing deception on someone else's life. Kenteris Williams, Naya Williams Wilson at 9231 South on Racine. That's where my layer 3 box is connected to. And I don't live anywhere close to that vicinity or that location. Kenteris Williams and Shakayla Marie Dunn from Tunica, Mississippi. Taurus woman, born April the 26th, 1994. CW. CW is Charleston White and Shia Wilson, who's hooked up on the Virgin Mobile. That's hooked up with this phone that I'm currently sitting upon to do hurt, dirt, and smut and devastation on my life with your subsystems on my telephones, on my identity. Because the identity does not belong to you, Joe Crawford. You want to be Jesus Christ. Little short man, your arms are too short to box with God. You and Andre Lanier and the Growth Gathering church organization with the religious organizations, with the Zoom, with the podcast, where you're burning my data from a burner phone, from a Wi-Fi hotspot, international calling antenna numbers network .com.org. That's with the area codes and the zip codes. On the Medicare and the Medicaid with an ascension with Tina Lofton Mosley. Because you're going to ascend to the penitentiary, Tina Lofton Mosley. Because HIPAA is going to know about you, Tina Lofton Mosley. You're a registered nurse. You're an advanced practitioner nurse. Have worked very long and very hard to achieve the things that you have. And you're going to let the little green-eyed monster of jealousy get you in the penitentiary, Tina Lofton Mosley. You and Latoya Denise Smith. Tasha Poe, June Lee, uh, and all of the rest of the nurses in the nurses group in collaboration to do dirt, hurt, and smut on someone else's identity. Now, you ladies and you gentlemen, if you want to call yourselves that, you have a good day on Facebook and YouTube and Chrome. And Asia Wheeler, where's my money? Because you have been embezzling money and doing fraud, Asia Rael Wheeler. Barbara Thomas, Hot Topics, West Side of Chicago, Illinois. You and Asia Wheeler and Mr. Pooh Bear, the Scorpio Man. And then you have Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the guy in the barber shop cutting hair who was killed. And whoever killed that man took his telephone because they're still hooked up on the back of this phone. Or was it lies perpetrated and told? Because you don't know what's a lie and what's the truth because they all tell lies because there is no truth. It's all a bunch of fabricated lies on someone else's identity to destroy their reputation and their characteristics, which is nothing but a lie because anything that you say, I can counteract it because you're telling a lie. And Asia, I want you to know about the effects of causes and effects of karma. What you do, it will come back to you. So be careful who you do wrong and what you do wrong. Because surely enough, in time, your sins will find you out. Kenneth Hanks, Reginald Barnes, Ronell Mosley, Stephen Charles, and Charles McGee Jr., Charles O'Larry, African cab driver, jet livery. You're not slick neither, sir. You have a Jamaican connection connected to the back end of my phone with the Caribbeans, with India, Australia, Austria, the United States of America. You all are in Egypt. You all are everywhere that you can. Muhammad from Car X, you have been sitting on my identity for a long duration of time. You can get off the background of my identity with your pheromones, sir, because I know what those are also. So you can get off of my phone with all of that. Oh, it's a bald head man. Yes, you are a bald head man. And I haven't seen you in over, oh my God, it has been over 10 or 12 years since the last time, maybe longer, that I have even saw you or had any collaboration with you. I forgot all about you, to tell you the truth. But I see that you didn't maliciously forget about me because you have been hacked into my identity all these years, right along with Rhonda Bush. Why she sneak around, creep around, whore around, and bust down and embezzle Jacqueline Stribling's identity and forge documentation with Jacqueline Stribling's identity. Because you're a liar, you and Asia Wheeler. Asia Wheeler, you bought that Jeep in my identity, and then you had it stolen so you can cover up your crime. You're going to jail, Asia Wheeler. You're going to jail, Asia Wheeler, with your many bands of deception with Mr. Andre. That Andre Mack. He got a many of names. Peter Cruz, Andre Mack, Clarence Mack. Who in the fuck is he? What the fuck is your real name? Because you're a fucking alias and you're a con artist. Y'all playing in the wrong arena because I lock your ass up for all the corruption that you've been doing on the motley fool with the marijuana business. That's my family members. That's Rhonda Bush, Stephen Charles, Asia Ray L. Wheeler, Jimmy Wheeler, Kevin Armstrong. Yeah, Kevin, because you got a card with my name on it. Kevin Armstrong's using Jacqueline Stribling's identity at the damn marijuana dispensary. You're not fooling anybody, Kevin Armstrong. You and Regina Bush stole Auntie Ella Mae's house from up under me, too. You're going to go to jail, Kevin Armstrong. I'm going to finally get you out my life. I'm going to have your ass put the fuck away. because you need to go to the mental institution because something is mentally wrong with you and Janice Hobbs. She always been old bald head jealous ass. She ran over, run down street, running bitch, running here, running there, doing this and doing that. All the time you been a crackhead. Jealous of another woman. Oh, you a goody two shoes. Why? Because I didn't indulge in what you did? Mm. No, I had a life and I had a mind of my own and I wasn't weak minded. See, y'all bitches are weak minded. I'm not weak minded. I have a strong cerebral brain. Reginald Barnes and Charles McGee Jr., little boys of Sircon City, want to play on the background and be malicious on someone else's identity because they don't indulge in what you do. Oh, you change. You supposed to change when you get older. You live and you grow. And when you know better, you do better. But see, a lot of you learn and you still don't learn. So go ahead on and get off the background of my phone, Mr. Barnes. Yes, I'm bougie. Bougette. Yes, I am. And highly qualified to be bougette. And I don't give a damn what none of you all got to say. Have a good day on your Facebook and your YouTube and your Chrome and anything else that you illegally sitting on. Asia Wheeler, Rhonda Bush, Latoya Smith, Angela Williams, and all these damn men perpetrating the fraud that they Jokey Huff. This is Jokey Huff right here. Jacqueline Stribling. I'm Jokey Huff. I'm the man that you think. I'm the woman that you think is the man. And I'm the man that you think is the woman. I'm that person. AKA Jokey Huff, Jacqueline Stribling, Rhonda Yvette Bush, Asia Ray L. Wheeler, Jimmy Wheeler Jr., Jimmy Wheeler Sr., Kevin Armstrong, Regina Bush. See, y'all all thought y'all was real slick, but I know who did what, baby. I sit back and watch the closing doors. Say, watch the closing doors, because they going to slam them penitentiary doors on you, Rhonda Bush, Asia Wheeler, and Stephen Charles and Ronell Mosley, Latanya Jordan, Katrina Matthews. Those are all Aquarius people. Everybody think Aquariuses think they so shitty and sharp, but you really shady and shitty, Rhonda Bush. Cause I'm gonna whoop your ass, Rhonda. I'm gonna put it out there publicly. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you when I catch up with you. You better hide in Gary, Indiana forever. Cause I'm gonna beat your ass, Rhonda Bush. You had that raggedy ass mole infested house in Jacqueline Stribling's identity while you and Stephen Charles was slipping around and tipping around. You went and bought a house in Jacqueline Stribling's identity, bitch, in Indiana. I believe that's where it was, 4141 Street. That was your fucking address in Gary. See, because you've been doing a whole lot of dirt, hurt, and frustration in my life, Rhonda Bush, because you's a jealous ass bitch. And you will come and sit around me to do dirt against me. You have came around me. You done been in my house. You done stole from me. You done did everything you can possibly try to do to me. And now I know why. Because you was slipping around, hoeing around, and busting down with Stephen Charles. Behind my back, you low life, no good, dirty bitch. And I want you to know. It won't be no secret about how I feel about your dirty, low down, low life ass. It won't be no secret. I feel that same way about Asia Wheeler, who sneaks around behind my back to do dirt, and that's my one and only daughter. I'm so disgusted with her and so disappointed. I wish God would have never gave her to me. Because she's a disappointment as a daughter, that she would do some dirt against her mother with a band of other people. And I don't want to hear nothing about no money or nothing else, because that's a disrespect. And I don't like it, Asia Wheeler. And before it's all said and done, I'm going to disown you and stick your ass in the penitentiary, you slick, yellow, malicious bitch. Now, it is what it is. And everybody can say I'm wrong or whatever. Oh, your mama jealous of you. You don't have a goddamn thing for me to be jealous of, because I am the woman that laid down and created your ass. So you don't have anything that I didn't give to your ass. Everything you got, I gave it to you. I'm your mother. And ain't no man out here can tell you nothing about me or against me while he lay up and stick dick to you. Now, you think I'm a goddamn fool? I'm not. I want all of you all sneaky bitches to know that's sneaking around, creeping around, whoring around and busting down with these men to do dirt against Jacqueline Stribling. Jacqueline Stribling don't need you. She's a single entity all by herself. She don't need you. You needed me, LaToya Smith, when you didn't have anywhere to go, when it was cold outside and it was freezing outside, and you didn't have anywhere to go. You needed me. But now all of a sudden you got with Ronell Mosley and you're the bitch. You're a homeless woman. You don't have any credit. You don't really have a job that's worth anything because you're a drug addict. And every time you get money, you sneak off, run off, and get high. And when you come back, you don't have anything. You're at the mercy of someone else. And then you mad and angry at them because you can't spend their money like you want to, LaToya Denise Smith. See, I know you well, Gemini twins. Two-faced bitch. Cause you and Adrian Russell are Geminis, and so is Stanley Gay in Detroit, Michigan, who's hacked into the back end of my scan disk kit on my telephone and my everything that I own. Stephen Charles is hooked up to the printer, the HP computer, the Hewlett Packard computer, him and Asia Wheeler and Angela Caver, because they all looking for some copulation and some sex. Because Stephen Charles is the pimp that goes around and sells sex. I don't know if he's selling his sex or somebody else's sex, but I'm a pimp. And any woman that will allow a man to pimp her, to sell her ass, and I don't care what Facebook got to say. If a woman is weak in the mind, weak enough to let a man fool her to think he gonna make some money, they gonna make some money, they gonna be in a partnership. You ain't in no partnership. That nigga using your ass to make money off of you because he don't have nothing but his raggedy little dirty black ASS. And if that's all he got, let him sell his SS, his ASS. And for the Book of Shadows with the charm ones, with your hoodoo and your voodoo. We're going to get back to that too. All of you all are going to bust the doors of hell wide open. Talking about the dried up river. Yes, that's a prophesying prediction from the Bible that you all don't want to believe. But oh, it's going to come to pass. Because everything in that Bible that has been predicted has came to pass over time. That's God's instructional book of how to live life, and you don't want to follow it. However, it exists for the religious ministers and organizations. Everybody wants to be a minister. Few, few are calling, few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. Andre Lanier. Because you ain't a pastor if I'm a pastor. And I know the word a little bit better than you, and you've been to divination school, and I have never been to divination school. See, but I'm quite an advocate reader of the Bible, and I trust and believe in God's holy word. And for those that don't believe in God, I feel oh so sorry for you, because just like you deny him down here on earth, when you get where you're trying to go, he's going to deny you on judgment day and bring a great condemnation down upon yourself with all your conflicting confusion in your life. Conflicted and confused with a whole lot of contradiction. Asia Rael Wheeler, JS9, 10 is Xfinity. You got 11. Apple 11 system, ice cream. Sitting up on the phone with the different systems. You got a 12.0 phone sitting on my phone right now, hooked up with the Nugent Chameleon. And there's also a copycat replica of the 14.2 by Boost Mobile with Apple iPhone that Asia Wheeler has interjected her and Shaquilla Quinn and Jimmy Wheeler. They have injected themselves into the back end of my telephone with Saladin Hudson. See, I have 6 different people hacked into the back end of my identity, riding along on the back end of my identity, if not more. Lying, talking about they Jacqueline Stribling with all these different Google codes on my phone, on my identity, on my computer, on my laptop, on my this, on my that, on my printer, on my direct TV box, on my layer 3 box, which is the demonstration box from T-Mobile with Lamonte Williams 276 small business ads, Google ads, Verizon Business with Rhonda Bush. You hooked up on my phone with the Stipe to do your damn online face-to-face interviews. Rhonda Bush, you're going to go to jail under Jimmy Galloway's identity too, because you thought you was very slick, slipping and tipping around. And you know what? You such a hoe and a sneaky bust down. You might have been fucking around with Jimmy Galloway Jr. too, just like Angela Williams was, and just like you was slipping around with Stephen Charles, Rhonda Bush. Cause I'm gonna beat your ass. I promise you. I'm gonna whoop your ass, Rhonda Bush. I promise you that. And I'm not a person that promises many things, but I promise you, before this is all said and done, if the police don't get you, the authorities don't get you, Rhonda, I'm gonna dog walk your ass. And I'm gonna pull the leash off. I'm gonna beat your ass, girl. You a grown ass 50-year-old woman, 52 years old. I'm going to stick your mentally psychotic ass in the penitentiary, Rhonda Yvette Bush. I'm your auntie, your one and only auntie. There is no one but me. And I'm going to get you the mental help that you need because you're crazy. Something is mentally wrong with you where you such jealous bitch that you going to get on another woman's identity. You and Asia Wheeler and Latoya Smith and a band of other little raggedy ass people gonna get on my identity to do dirt? You and Steve and Charles? And he trying to distract me. He can't distract me. Because y'all don't know about me. I step on your ass and walk on top of your body. You better get out of my way, Asia Wheeler. You and Rhonda Bush and Latoya Smith and any other ascension ass bitch nigga. Ronell Edward Mosley, you and Tina Lofton Mosley and Angela Williams. Because Angela Williams, I'm coming to get your ass too. I'm gonna get you too. Latoya, you ain't short either, cause I ain't scared of your big fat ass neither. Come on, bitch. You claim you crazy. I'm just as crazy. Come on. Let's do it. While you sitting on my goddamn identity telling a bunch of lies with your fake fraudulent embezzling fraud ass. Stolen identity theft ring. Right on the back of Facebook on meta programming. Fake ass bitch. 16, 35, 36. That's Rhonda Bush and Asia Wheeler sitting on my Facebook account with Shaquilla Quinn ass. Now get off my goddamn identity, you lousy bitch. All of you. Males and females.